All right. Ready to dive into the world of Fiverr and how to make those gigs stand out?
Let's do it.
We're taking Chris Farman's advice today. He's got some great tips on upping your Fiverr game.
Yeah, his YouTube videos got everyone talking, and for good reason. He really emphasizes nailing those first impressions.
Oh, for sure. First impressions, huge, right? Like, if we're talking gig titles and thumbnails, this got to be spot on.
Absolutely. It's like that split-second decision when you're scrolling online. Got to grab attention fast.
Exactly. So how do we do it? Chris actually says, take a peek at your competitors.
Smart. Not to copy them, but to see what's working. What keywords are they using that you might be missing?
He mentioned spokesperson, UGC, VSL, video content. If those fit your niche, worth noting.
Totally. And if you're using Fiverr Seller Plus, even better. They've got that keyword research tool built right in.
Oh, yeah, he showed that. You can literally see the high volume search terms, what people are actually typing in to find gigs like yours.
Exactly. Use their language.
Yeah.
He gave that example of like someone looking for website copywriting.
Right.
Just saying that is broad.
Yeah.
But if your title's like SEO website content writer, way more targeted.
So specific, but that's what you need, right?
100%. You're not casting a wide net anymore. You're going right for the fish you want. Don't be afraid to niche down. It's scary but effective.
And speaking of effective, Chris did not hold back when he was critiquing gig titles, good and bad ones.
Brutal but honest. Right.
Oh, yeah. Like, I will create powerful sales ad and website copywriting. At first, I was like, okay, that's decent, covers a lot, but too broad. If I need website copy and I see that, I might keep scrolling,
Because it's also offering sales ads. It's like, are you specialized or a jack of all trades?
And nobody wants a jack of all trades. They want the expert. So I've got the title, what about thumbnails?
Equally important. Think about it. What makes you stop scrolling?
Ooh, good question. Sometimes I get drawn to bold colors, but then if it's too much, it's overwhelming.
Exactly. It's all about balance, my friend.
It's got to be eye-catching, but also clear, right? Like, you don't want people squinting at their screens trying to figure out what they're looking at.
100%. Chris is all about readability. Think about those split seconds you have to capture someone's attention. If they can't instantly get it, they're gone.
Makes sense. No one's got time to decipher a blurry mess. And here's a thought Chris mentions using faces and thumbnails.
Powerful. Even if it feels a bit, awkward at first. But think about it. You're a buyer. Who are you more likely to click on?
A real person, obviously. It's like, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to work with you.
Exactly. Builds that trust, Chris actually showed this super simple thumbnail, just the text, SEO website content.
See, I'd probably scroll past that, but he's right.
It works. Clear, concise, no distractions, just like those gig titles we talked about.
Straight to the point. I like it. Okay,
Yeah.
We've got titles, thumbnails. What's next? We're not done, are we?
Nope. Chris says even with all that, you got to go further. It's Fiverr. Everyone's got the same tools, right?
So how do you stand out? It's so competitive.
And this is where Chris blew my mind. Ready for it? Video, my friend.
Video. Like on your gig page. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Even something simple, it's a game changer, I'm telling you.
Really? Okay, convince me. Why is video so powerful on Fiverr?
Because remember, we talked about humanizing yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Video takes that to the next level.
Yeah.
Like they see you, hear your voice. Suddenly you're not just a profile anymore.
True, you're a real person with personality.
And people buy from people they connect with, right? It doesn't even have to be fancy, Chris says. Authenticity over polish. Just be yourself, talk about your work, boom, connection made.
He talked about this freelancer, Gabriella, right? Designs brand style guides, very visual stuff.
And killing it. Charging top dollar because almost no one else in her niche was using video.
So she capitalized on that. Smart.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
And you can too. Another tip Chris had was portfolio links. Now you might be thinking, duh, everyone does that.
But there's a twist, isn't there? I can sense it.
You bet. Chris recommends using your profile description to link to a dedicated portfolio site.
Sneaky. So you're basically bypassing Fiverr's fees, right?
It's not about being sneaky, more like strategic. Gives buyers another way to find you, see the full picture of what you offer.
Especially if you've got work elsewhere, might as well flaunt it.
And for visual fields, like say graphic design, thumbnails, even more important, your work is your portfolio.
So we've got video, portfolio, anything else. Chris is full of surprises. Okay, my brain's buzzing. We've covered so much. But this is where the rubber meets the road, right? What's the secret sauce, the thing that'll really make a difference on Fiverr?
Chris really wants us to rethink how we package our services. Anyone can list their skills. It's about creating offers that are irresistible,
So true, especially for us creatives. We get stuck in that rut, offering the same packages as everyone else like it's a race to the bottom.
And then we're surprised when the only way to compete is to lower prices. Chris says, break free, experiment. And he uses his own work as an example.
Oh, right, his monthly YouTube video packages. That's so clever. Not your typical Fiverr gig.
Exactly. He's not just another video editor. He's a long-term content partner. Consistent for clients, good income for him. Everyone wins.
And clients love that, right? They know what they're getting month after month. No need to hunt for a new freelancer every time.
But Chris is honest. It's not all sunshine and roses. That level of consistent output, it's demanding. Takes planning, effort, often higher costs too.
Finding that sweet spot, the pricing that makes sense for everyone, that's key.
Absolutely. He used the example of thumbnail designers, tough niche, so much competition.
Oh yeah, everyone and their dog's offering thumbnails these days. It's a race to the bottom if I've ever seen one.
And what does Chris suggest? A subscription model. Imagine that.
Whoa! Instead of one-off gigs, you're like, they're monthly thumbnail guru. That's brilliant.
You get it. Recurring revenue, building that relationship with a client, it's a whole different ballgame.
And you're not just a freelancer anymore, you're a business. Love that. Chris is all about embracing that entrepreneurial spirit.
He keeps saying Fiverr changes constantly, so we got to change with it.
Yeah. So true. Well, I feel like I just got a crash course in Fiverr success. What about you?
My biggest takeaway, don't be afraid to experiment. Even if just one of these tips resonated with you, try it.
Exactly. Thanks for diving deep with us into Chris Farman's Fiverr wisdom. From killer titles and thumbnails to the power of video and those game-changing subscription packages, there's something here for everyone.
Absolutely. The Fiverr landscape might be ever-changing, but the one constant is you got to stand out.
So true. Until next time, everyone, happy freelancing.